Hello, everyone. I'm Alison, and welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of Survivor David versus Goliath, episode 3. And I'm joined by Tyler and Deborah. The band is back together. Listen, here's the thing. You guys need to understand something. I played softball in 1985 and 1986.
Do you still play softball now, Allison?
Hell no.
No.
That's outside.
See, that's the difference between, like Allison and then we have Napalm Natalie. No, she still plays softball and she still goes in that voting booth and she says, "Your skin is gorgeous, darling." We had a really great episode tonight. I can't wait to break all of it down. I have so many notes, like especially about Natalie and her performance tonight.
Yes.
First of all, how are you both doing? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you both.
I am shit-tastic.
You're shit-tastic. Oh, okay.
Spectacular.
Is that IBS related?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
The nervous diarrhea.
Right before we came onto the show, because I watch Survivor on my computer, there was an IBS commercial, and I was like, this is one of those times where I feel like your computer's listening to you, like us talking about it all the time on the show, and then it gives like catered ads or whatever.
Yeah, what is it, the Lutesta ad for IBS? I'm like, hello.
Yeah. Wait, Tyler, do you get the feels when you see the IBS commercial and say,
I do. I think of you guys every time. I think of my weekly meltdown. It's such a connection.
I have that effect on men. When they see shit, I'm the first thing that pops into mind.
That's we can call that the Allison napalm.
Thank you.
We have Linda in the chat. We have Auburn in the chat. I don't recall. Has Linda been here before? I'm not sure.
Yes. She
yes. Okay,
yes.
Great. And Auburn, I definitely recognize too. Cool. So let's. And Valencia in the chat says, "Hey family, hey fam, what's up?" But yeah, let's get into it. So right away we get back to camp from the first David Tribal Council where Jessica is totally blindsided. I thought that was a really delicious Tribal Council. It was really great to see that kind of spoiled, entitled, like blonde white girl, like finally get what's coming to her kind of thing. That's my thoughts on that. But we see right away Christian puts all the blame on Gabby for the vote to flip. And he's telling this to Davie, and we see, then we cut to a separate conversation with Nick, and he's agreeing separately that they need to put all the blame on Gabby. And I really didn't see this happening. I thought that Christian and Gabby were a lot more genuine of a twosome. They had that magical moment where they were playing in the sand together after all. But that's not enough to fully convince Christian. And now the target is shifting a little bit to Gabby, which I'm sad to see happen. I didn't think that would happen. I thought that her and Christian together would be really great. We see from Gabby's perspective that she fully believes in Christian as like her number 2 ally in this game moving forward. She's really like 100% set on this nerd alliance, but we see that Christian's alliance, or allegiance, I should say, is a lot more with Nick and the stupid Mason-Dixon titled alliance.
Mason-Dixon's gonna decide who's going home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so I'm really curious to see, like, long term in this game. Is Christian going to have to side with Gabby down the line, or is he going to have to side with Nick? And like, where does he draw that line, and where does he go? It seems like the editors are trying to tell us that he's going more towards the Mason-Dixon line, but we still have so much time and opportunity for things to change there.
Mm-hmm.
So then we also see that B is really dead set on targeting Gabby. We got like, I want to say like 2 or 3 separate scenes of her tonight saying, "I don't trust Gabby at all anymore. She's done." Like, I feel like she was like one step away from being Abby Maria and saying, "You're dead to me." I was getting shades of Abby Maria in Philippines.
But she's woke. Of course, in my opinion, you should be woke the minute you hit the beach.
Mm-hmm. But being really here, like especially now that she's in the numbers, she needs to not be like so like dead set on having like one kind of public enemy in mind. She needs to be thinking a lot more fluid and trying to get the numbers on her side. You know, she should be going to Gabby right afterwards or like the morning after saying like, hey girl, like I know like things went down, but like you and I are still tight. Like Jessica was the problem. Jessica's not there anymore, so why don't you put all the blame on her?
Right.
So yeah, and then we switch over to the Goliath tribe.
You know
and
what I
we get
noticed
this.
with the Goliath tribe? Is it me, or has the Goliath tribe never been a cohesive tribe? I think they're so dysfunctional.
It really shows in the challenges, Deb. I actually had that written down.
The paranoia just really, Jeremy just went balls deep in the paranoia. I mean, it was just constant. Like everybody's going off having side conversations. It's Survivor. It's gonna happen. People are gonna wander off together. Shit, they did it last week on the David tribe. Nick and what's his nuts Christian went off and dead together, and nobody even batted an eye.
I feel like Natalie and Jeremy are just a really bad combination. Like they're
Boiled
two
water.
like very yeah, exactly.
I love it.
That's what I
love
it.
But the first thing that we hear from the Goliath tribe when we switch over to them is John no longer is the mayor of Slamtown, and we get this really moving scene, and I was just vomiting like all over the place here. You know, we have this like gorgeous score of like this like victorious like moving music, and he is like, I'm getting used to people and getting along with everyone. I'm growing and connecting with people. Like, and I was just thinking the whole time, like, I was like, congratulations. Do you want a cookie or a fucking small parade? Like, that's what Survivor's about, and this is what normal people do.
Listen, here's the thing. 2002 called. It wants Slamtown back.
Yeah.
Okay? Just stop it. Stop it with the Slamtown. I don't want to hear it anymore. Christian and Gabby talking about it made me want to strangle myself.
I know. I love that it's like a thing on like the David tribe now too.
Jeez.
Allison, have you ever been to Slamtown? Do you know like where it's at exactly on a map?
What the fuck is Slamtown? That's one of those wrestling. I don't watch wrestling. Wrestling? I don't watch no wrestling. I don't know a damn thing about wrestling.
I thought Slamtown meant like he like gets like a lot of women.
See, that shows what I know. I don't know anything about that crap. And here's another thing. Gabby and Christian were talking about Slamtown like he'd been in prison. I mean, did you not get that vibe? Like they were talking like John had been in prison, and he called it slam. He was in the slammer, so he must have been in Slamtown. Next, I can't.
Yeah, I mean, they were like, you're like the prison metaphor is so true because everybody always says like, I wonder what prison's truly like, and then we cut to Christian and Gabby, and they're like, I can't wait to hear what Slamtown is like. But I think that was really to show that like I feel like everybody's mind on both tribes this episode is like the theme of the episode overall to me was like what is ahead in this game. You know, like what's going to happen once we swap. Like the swaps have become so predictable in Survivor that these players are playing for next week instead of this week, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Deb, you've got a compliment in the chat by Skyrider. Hi, Skyrider. Hi, Thomas in the chat. This is my first time seeing Deb's haircut. Very cute.
Well, thank you.
I know. I'm like, kitty.
Thomas the Talker says in the chat, how will tribe swap work with 17 left? What do you guys think?
Depends on how it goes. Who gets swapped where?
Which tribe's getting Natalie?
Yeah, but are they doing no, I think he means like logistically, like numbers wise, like are we going to 3 tribes with like 6 and 5?
I think we're going to 2. I think that 3 tribe thing is gone. That was stupid. I don't foresee that happening again.
Yeah, so then how do we decide like what tribe gets like 1 more? Because you know we're at an uneven number.
Somebody's just gonna have to sit out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Natalie's just going to have to sit out.
Natalie's just going to have to sit out indefinitely. And we were talking about it last night, were we not, Deb? That is somebody that you want to drag to the end. And they going to drag her.
Absolutely. I mean, and Natalie knows this too, which is the really great and like astute point of this all is she's already like building that resume to like, you know, I'm the weaker person, like, you know, you don't want to vote me out, and then like everybody blinks and she's in the final two and she has this like badass resume. You know, we go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I can't wait till we get to talking about Jeremy and Al. I know we have other things to get to, but I'm just waiting.
Yeah. So let's go to the reward and immunity challenge. We see again, like the rain is really an element this season, and it's really insane. I know, like these poor people, like they have to be so cold, and you know, all they want is like a warm, dry blanket. And so what does Jeff do? He uncovers the blankets in the fucking rainstorm.
Yeah,
and
way to go, folks.
What a moron. Like, why don't they have like a tent like over him or something?
Jesus, I would have been running over there. Put that back. What's wrong with you?
I know. And then he makes a joke. He's like, let me put this back on before it gets too late. But I'm like, it's like a downpour. Like, it's too late, buddy. Yeah. So I was very confused by like why he did that. Thomas says rain go away. Totally agree with that. So Natalie insists on doing the puzzle, and we see a lot this episode of Angelina and Natalia. They're the two that sat out in this challenge, and we really see this kind of like mean girls dynamic. Like for whatever reason, like these two girls in particular, they focus like all of their energy, like good or bad, around Natalie. You know, because we had like Natalia saying like, no, like I'm voting Natalie out, and Angelina's like spending like so much time and energy trying to convince everybody for her to stay. Like I don't understand like the fixation around Natalie for these two in particular. What do you guys think?
Angelina, now correct me if I'm wrong, because Natalia and Angelina look exactly the same to me. Angelia's got that bitch vibe, the Rachel McAdams from Mean Girls. I can't remember her name in the movie, but she's very doesn't. I get the feeling that Angelina doesn't deal well with women. Doesn't deal well with women in power positions. She doesn't take instruction well from strong women. And I don't care what you say about Natalie, whether you like her or not, she's a strong woman. She's going to grab you by the balls and you're going to do what she says. I mean, and I think Angelina has had an issue with her since the very beginning, and it's going to be, let's get Regina George. Thank you, Auburn Payne. So, you know, Regina George is going to be all about, I want her out, as where, you know, it's more of a personal thing. And Natalia is more like, she's just, it's not a blip on the radar, dude, you know, just whatever. Jeremy, you know, is really playing. He's playing too hard. He's fucking paranoid. He's got to bring it down a notch. You know, they lost the challenge. Natalie is the scapegoat for it. You know, Natalie is trying to do what Jeremy told her because they had a conversation. You know, she's like, I expect more from my brother. I expect us to be on the same page. You're not communicating well with me. But then again, last week, Jeremy tried to talk to Natalie, and Natalie shut that shit down. So I kind of felt like she was a little wrong in saying that to him. But at the end of the day, he's like, you need to scramble. Well, she's starting to scramble. Tries to talk to a couple of people on the beach, and frickin' Jeremy plants it there and doesn't move and ends up putting a huge bullseye on himself by doing that.
It's crazy. Like they're
remained calm.
Natalie and Jeremy really are like yin and yang versions of each other. Like in my opinion, like Natalie has like the right ideas, but her approach is just really, really terrible and wrong. And Jeremy's ideas are really wrong, but his approach, like socially, like one-on-one, is very good. So it was really interesting to see you know, the idea instead of the emotion and the social aspect of it, kind of, you know, like succeed tonight in this vote unanimously too. Just to point that out also.
Yeah. I think that for Natalie, I think for the Mean Girls and Natalie, I think she was just an easy target because she is a difficult person. So they kind of, you know, just focused on that, you know, so then that way no one's looking at them, you know, let's just get the easy target out. But the thing is, she's the like ultimate goat to drag to the end. Why would you get rid of her?
Why? Everyone say hi to my mom. She's in the chat. She's under the alias James Edwards. And she says that Jeremy outdid himself. Mom, oh my God, finally, some words of wisdom out of you. Yep. I love you.
She says, I like Natalie. And I have to agree. Natalie is she's quite a person to watch in this game. I'm very curious to see where her chess piece like ends up in this season.
We were singing her praises last week. We were singing her praises last week. I want some more Natalie, because here's the thing. I can move someone like Natalie. I have worked with women like her, and they are hard nuts to crack. But I have cracked them nuts. I've made women like her cut up and laugh and smile and be silly, because that's what I do. I bring out the immature 13-year-old inside of you that laughs at fart jokes. That's just me. And I could handle her. And I would freaking hide behind her like Captain America's titanium shield.
Well, if anybody needs a titanium nutcracker, now we know where to go for that.
That's right.
I do want to talk about Angelina in this situation real quick, though. I think that this is a textbook Survivor example of somebody spending way too much social capital, way too much like currency in the game to get something like of yours to be accomplished. I feel like I think that Jeremy and Natalie are pretty interchangeable, in my opinion, in terms of like who goes out first and who goes out second. But she is just pushing. And, you know, later in the game, like they're going to say like, listen, like we did this for you. Like you made like such like a strong pitch. Like it's time for you to fold a little bit for us. And I don't think that like, I really think that she kind of cashed in her chips like socially, if that makes any sense, way too early for not like that big of a payoff. You know, like all she needs to do is tell Natalie like, listen, I'm trying to campaign for you. And if she still stays, Natalie's on her side, but she's not like, you know, like making herself being like the driving force for this. Because what if it didn't work out and it was like a split vote and Jeremy ends up staying? You know, you end up becoming the Gabby in this situation. You end up becoming the person, like the target of the person that flipped that vote unsuccessfully. Really risky move in my opinion. And I just don't see the payoff for it, really.
I think that Natalie, what you do with Natalie is you act interested. You don't get to the point where it looks like you two are working together, but you talk to her. You get interested. You ask her about her life. You want to know about, well, tell me about what you do for a living. I want to know. And then when she talks about everything she's done to get you praise her. You make her feel good, because that's what she needs. And I have to say, man, she ran that tribal council. She said, you're dismissed. And little Jeremy just sat back there in his little jacket, just and I was loving every
brutal
minute.
Though. What he said about her was brutal.
Oh yeah, the whole like funeral thing.
Oh, good God, oh my dude,
that was cold.
That was a so inappropriate. That was not. I mean, it kind of comes down to nobody will come to my funeral, but at least they won't be pissing on my grave. That's why people gonna be at your funeral, bitch.
Right. Like yeah. I mean, I thought that was totally inappropriate. How old is Jeremy? That's my first question with all of this. I'm gonna look this up. Because
I don't know. But he's a sassy pants.
Yeah.
I kind of like him though. I mean, I don't dislike the guy.
I don't like him too much. Like, I really think that I was glad to see like older age and wisdom prevail, even though she's still like not a good example of that.
Well, let me tell you something from my experience.
He's from New York, New York.
Good. He's my age. Let me tell you something about experienced women, and Deb can back me up. You never want to go against us in a debate. You will lose every time because we've been there, done that. We're not impatient. We wait to pounce. We know what we're fucking talking about because we didn't have to Google it. Our asses fucking know. Okay? It's wisdom. Excuse my French. But it is. And she didn't lose it. She did. She kept cool the whole time. I mean, and when he got voted out, she just did this number.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like,
she handed him his shovel. She just
you dropped your shovel, bitch.
Yeah, and she even complimented him on the way out. She says in the voting booth, "Your skin is gorgeous, darling." That was so great.
Love it.
I do want to talk about the just kind of like the overall like editing so far, because I think that it's been different than past seasons. Like I feel like for the past 3 episodes, we've kind of really been surprised like what the outcome has been. I wasn't expecting a unanimous vote tonight. You know,
tonight's edit, it was very apparent that Jeremy was going because he.
But unanimously.
Well, no, I didn't think it would be unanimous.
I didn't think it would be unanimous either. I thought it would be very close. I thought from the edit it was either going to be. I really thought it was going to be between Natalie and Jeremy, of course, but I thought it was going to be Natalie, and then Jeremy started running his mouth, and I thought, oh, here we go. Where's the shovel? Because shit, dude. Because if he had remained calm and quiet, and even in tribal council, just kept his wits about him, I really think Natalie would have left. I just think he did it to himself.
Oh. So brutal.
Just committed survivor suicide, man.
Like I think that there's like a lot more conversations that we weren't seeing. I just really can't see like that many people like in the very first tribal council changing their vote based on like what somebody's saying. I mean, of course we saw that in Survivor Australia this season with the first tribal there, but I don't know. I would like to think that there were more conversations had. And maybe Natalie had like an actual like really good pitch, and that kind of convinced all of them like, listen, like let's take out Jeremy.
Yeah, but his level of meanness at the tribal council, it was really mean. That was brutal. And
she handled it with grace, though. I have to say.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I may have flipped my vote too.
Yeah.
If I was hell bent on voting Natalie out, after that, I would be like, he is so mean. And then think about being on the receiving end of that meanness.
You got to stay calm, though. I mean, people are going to talk shit about you and go completely nuts. I went through that, and I hate to bring it up, but I went through that with sequester with Ame. She lost her shit, and I had to sit there and take it and not say anything because at that point, that person is throwing themselves under the bus. It's like Jeff Probst said tonight. That wasn't just a bus. That was an 18-wheeler, and the body there's nothing left, man. There's bones and hair hanging. Ugh. Yeah. You know? You just gotta be calm. Can we have a life lesson?
Yeah. I need one.
Life lessons with Alison. When you are arguing with a crazy person,
like Alison,
like me, let them come out. Let them throw the first verbal jab because it always makes them look crazier, and people are going to go, oh, shit, watch this. And you got to remain calm because that looks like that. If you always go in first, it looks like you've been harping on it and you've been planning what you are going to say forever and a day and rehearsing it as where you're calm and collected and you're just stating facts. You know, and you don't want it to look like, oh, this has been getting to me or this is whatever. You know, just let the crazy person go, man. Just take the leash off, let them run around, take a dump, and come back. They always do.
Yeah, unleash the crazy. Let them unleash their crazy, and you just sit there and keep calm. And
yeah, because if they throw the first stone, like you can just play defense the entire time. You know,
that's right.
Like you're on like the reacting end rather than the be offense.
It looks more like you're the one being attacked.
Exactly.
And you're the calm one. Just a little life lesson. Just a little. And yes, and Jeremy is an attorney. You've got an attorney who that's what attorneys do. They argue facts, or they just argue. And then you've got Natalie over here, and God, I wish I knew what she did. Can we find out what she does for? I'm dying to know.
Let me find out for you.
Yeah, somebody find out. But it just really, he just went. If I'm ever on trial for murder, I do not want him as my turntay, okay? Because my ass is going past the gas chamber directly into the electric chair. Bitch, bye. Just forget it.
Bitch, bye.
I'll defend myself. I'm firing my attorney. I'm good. I did it. I did it. I don't need it.
She is a publishing CEO.
Oh, that's right. Of one of the first successful African American websites or something.
Here's her bio. It's short. I'm analytical, logical, calculating, strategic, and can read people well, even when they are not openly sharing. I'm a young 56-year-old with great energy, and people often guess my age to be 10 to 15 years younger than I am. I don't know about that part. I understand the game and have always been a risk taker. I'm not afraid to make big moves. I'm a strong competitor in all that I do, except physical challenges. I got this.
Okay,
So,
people guess I'm 10 to 15 years younger than what I am, okay? Agreed.
Yeah.
At least 10, maybe 5, depending on my maturity level at the time.
Yeah.
God bless her. She's 57. Fucking own it.
Yeah. Yes, you guys really think we're going to 2 tribes next week?
Like 100%.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, like, what do you guys think is gonna happen with Bee's her like sprained leg or whatever?
She's a cage fighter. She's fine.
You think so?
Yeah, I think she'll be fine. She has to be. She's in my top 3.
Yeah, just rub some mud on it and it'll be all right.
I really hope I hope that she's okay, because she's a really interesting character to me this season. I don't know, we usually don't see like the Asian person represented as like a really like physical, like they're more like smart and like mathematical. So I'm and her story is really captivating too, with the whole like running away from home and getting away from an abusive boyfriend thing. Like, she's just really a tough cookie, and I would really hate to see her be medevaced for some like dumb injury like that.
Look, throw some maggots on it. Here's the thing. In the movie, they did it in the movie Gladiator when he had the rip on his arm. All you gotta do is pack that shit with some maggots, and it will eat it up. Let me tell you something. If Alison ever goes on Survivor, everything she's ever learned will be from the movie Castaway and Gladiator. I promise. That's it. Constant loop at my house.
Oh.
I'm walking around with Wilson. Okay.
Deb, question for you.
Yes.
Are you ready to lock in your 3 official winner picks now that we're 3 episodes in?
No, I'm not picking anybody, because we talked about that. I honestly don't have the time to sit there and analyze these people, and honestly, I don't give a shit. Christian,
I'm going to speak for Deb. Her pick is Natalie. This is okay. I'm going to pick them for you.
Natalie and Christian at the end.
Natalie, Christian, and John.
That's who you're picking.
John, the mayor of Slamtown, gets to the end.
Whatever. She's John, okay? Shut up. Slamtown. I'll Slamtown somebody.
That's funny. I'm writing that down.
There you go. Done. And the dark horse is by
B.
I'm sorry. It's just spelled like by, and I keep saying that over and over again until I hear Jeff say B, and I'm like, shit, I've been saying by in my head this whole time again.
That's funny.
Like I pronounce anybody's it.
Cool. Yeah, all of our winner picks are still in, guys. So we'll see.
I thought thought this was a great episode. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. I thought it was kind of funny, though, that in episode 3, they were already talking about a tribe swap. I mean, do you think the producers or somebody put a bug in their ear? Because that's the first time I can remember seeing that this early.
Yeah, they're talking about
it.
Yeah, like they were tipped off.
No, I mean it's 37 seasons in. We all know the formula at this point, you know.
Ooh, in the chat, Joy-Con Thomas said he wants to see Christian and Natalie on the same team. I want to see a Christian versus Natalie. I want to see that too. I want to see Christian and Natalie have a freaking a conversation. I want to see them argue about puzzles. I want him to sit there and talk about and use big old 12-syllable words when talking about puzzles and stuff like that, and her just take a verbal dump all over it. I think that is just going to be the greatest thing ever. Please, okay, let's pray. Everyone bow your heads. Dear Jesus, up in heaven so high, please put Natalie and Christian on the same tribe during the tribe swap next week. I'll be good. I'll keep my F-bombs to a minimum, only 87 a day. Amen.
Amen, sister.
Please, I feel it.
That's all the notes that I had. I'm really curious to see. Like, I'm sure we'll have a lot more to talk about next week with like the tribe swap coming and stuff like that. So,
okay, I have a question. Who do you guys, once they swap tribes, who do you think was going to be the first one to stab one of their tribe members in the back, or their former tribe members?
Nick.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
100% Nick. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, let's
I second that. I think that's a great answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone said Davie. I don't know. Davie seems like because he's one of my winner picks.
Too.
I don't know.
Let me fact check that. Hold on.
Oh, here we go with the gosh damn fact checking nerd.
No, you're right. Davie was your first winner pick, actually. So go ahead, make me a pitch for Davie then. You think he'll be a loyal soldier? A loyal Davie?
I think he's laying low like he is right now. Like he was watching people and they had even touched on his paranoia for a minute, but did he jump up and act like a fool? No. Yeah. He kept himself collected.
And he has an idol. Let us not forget that too.
That's probably one reason why. That's true. You know, I'm so stupid. I thought for a minute that Jeremy had an idol, didn't use it, and I was like, oh no, he was just digging around. I'm gonna miss Mike and Jeremy together. It's Mike, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss him and Jeremy together, and Jeremy just bossing. Here, hold this with both hands.
It's amazing.
Tightly. You're gonna drop it. You know, shit like that.
It's amazing what possessing an idol can do for a person as far as keeping them calm and level-headed.
Mm-hmm.
You have this like sense of safety.
Yeah.
So, you know, so whether you're going to use it or not, you just
the wise Boston Rob once said, the best part about having a hidden immunity idol is knowing that the others don't have the hidden immunity idol. Like the knowledge of that really helps you out in the game.
And nobody knows he has it, right?
Yeah, I don't think that he shared it with anybody.
As it should be. You know what would be a chill
pill? It's like a chill pill, you know?
Kara and Natalia still know about Dan's idol.
We should have some fun. You know what we should do?
What?
We should have a tribal council between me and Tyler, and Deb has to pick who she's going to vote off. And we should do that real quick.
Is it before or after I ask for a winner pick?
Well, after, obviously.
Where's my pen and paper?
Where's your pen and paper? Take your nerd notes. Okay. Take your nerd notes.
Allison, you need to find the tribal council music.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I left my phone downstairs.
Wait, Allison's I can find it.
Yeah, you play it.
Tribal council
It's got to be good, too. Here's my torch. I'm walking in with my red fly sweater. It's my torch.
Okay, can you hear that? Okay.
Yeah, we're walking in with our torches. Where's your torch?
Here's my candle.
Okay, you should light it. Well, you know, it's going to go out in a minute anyway. But... Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. Shit.
This music only goes on for 7 minutes. Wait, I want to find like the old school Survivor music.
Hold on. All right. Where did Deb go?
I can't find a pen. I got one.
Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. I've got my torch right here. Okay.
This is the old school Survivor music.
This is the old school. I've got my torch.
So we're walking in.
We're walking in with our torches.
This is day 39.
This is day
Everybody
39.
else has quit the season except for Deb. Because it's been such a shit show.
All right. So, Deb, you get to ask the question and who you want to ask first.
Can you hear the music okay?
Yeah.
Alison, why should I vote to keep you?
Why should you vote to keep me or vote for me to win? Oh, you little First of all, he's a little bastard because he turns his fucking light off and looks better than me right now.
I mean, I can evict either one of you.
So this is Survivor. What are you talking about?
All right. Well, I can vote either one of you off, but why should I keep you over Tyler?
You should keep me because, Deborah, you know, if I win the $1 million, we going on a trip. And we're going to go have some fun, and we're going to make a difference in this world. And it is amazing that I even made it to Final 2, considering I don't have all the knowledge that Tyler has about Survivor. And he should be freaking embarrassed that he is sitting next to me. Please.
Can I respond to that?
No, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Tyler, why should I vote to keep you?
So, Deb, you should vote to keep me because I am your loyal soldier. You and I met in person before any of this happened, and we just had a magical connection from day one that 2 years later you reached out to me to be a part of this show. That was only one time that we met, and we obviously had such a spark from day one that you remembered for such a long time. And you can't compete with that chemistry. You and I make the best team. And I mean, Alison, she's a great like third wheel, but it's time to trim the metaphorical and strategical fat in this game.
Okay, first of all, just because y'all met in person don't mean shit. I'm not jealous.
She's so jealous.
What are you talking about? I get jealous. Shut up. Stay on mute. Damn it. Oh my God. You know
and I'm gonna end with the winning strategy of saying, "Let's go."
Oh, that right there is one reason why he doesn't deserve to win My Weekly Meltdown Survivor, because he's not original. He can't come up with his own saying. He has to steal it. Not only is he stealing it, he's stealing it from another show. He's not even stealing it from the right damn show. He's stealing it from Big Brother, and we're sitting over here doing it, and he's trying to play that fucking music over me. But you know what, honey? I don't need a megaphone. I'm loud enough.
Okay.
Volume does not equal intelligence.
I hate you. I hate you.
I hate you. I think it's time to vote.
Okay, wait. I have music for that.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. Deb is voting now.
Am I voting for the person I want to win or the person I want to leave?
Win.
The person I want to win. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Think about this, Deborah. Think about this.
Oh, they totally wrote the name down.
There's nothing to think about.
There's a lot to think about because, you know, someone could stalk you if this doesn't go right.
Okay, I'm ready.
You better not say McCurry on that paper. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, my hand's on fire. Can we get this going, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. We have to line it up with the music. Just reading the votes.
Tally the votes. You gotta say it.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol, now is the time to play it. Of course,
He's such
we
a
don't have
dumbass.
one.
You don't use the hidden immunity idol the final
Yeah,
two.
no shit. I'm just reading the
One
script.
reason why his name better not be on that parchment.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Here's the reveal.
Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yay! I win my weekly meltdown survivor.
You ready to see this one? Look. I wrote names. Look what I wrote for him. Look, I wrote Tyler and then.
Bye, boo. Go ahead, blow out your candle. I'll wait.
You have to snuff it. Say it,
You
Alison.
have to snuff it. I'm snuffing it. Are you ready?
Tyler, the tribe has spoken.
I'm walking off. Fading to black.
I can finally go on a trip. I can finally get fancy earbuds like Tyler.
Fancy earbuds. That's what you're doing with $1 million?
Stay in the dark. You look better that way.
All right. Just because of that, I'm going to turn on the lights again.
The first thing she's buying is fancy earbuds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting fancy earbuds. You can tell I don't have
earbuds. Yeah, you don't even have an iPhone. These don't even work with your little thing.
It's the smoke from his extinguished life in this game. It's Tyler.
This is bullshit.
Tyler.
This is rigged.
Hi, Tyler. How are
rigged.
you?
Rigged.
Of course it's rigged. It's always rigged.
Wait, she's winning the money, and she's taking me out. She's hooking me up.
We're going out. Did you once think about anyone else but yourself during tribal council?
She was hooking up.
I met you once. I met you once in person. Well, you know what? You don't have to meet someone in person to have a connection because the three of us are freaking connected and joined and bonded for life. Think about that. You'll never get rid of me.
No.
Even if you block me on social media, you may be friends with me on my super secret Facebook account and you don't know it, and I'll still see your shit.
Well, that and you like make a new Instagram for your cat like every week. So
Look, Finley's got 60 followers, so I need everyone to pull it together and follow Finley Mitchell Kelly on Instagram at Finleys_Insty. FINLEYS_INSTI. Finley's Insty. What are you waiting on? The cat's got a thing for shoes. He rubs all over them. He's weird.
He's got a shoe fetish. Ew.
Dude, the biggest shoe fetish I've ever seen. Like I haven't seen dogs go to town on shoes like he does.
Mm.
So I think that's it for our show tonight, unless you guys have anything else.
No.
Okay.
I just want to say that despite our differences, I do love Tyler. He's my sweetheart.
Despite our differences, I love me too. So that's something we can agree on.
Little bastard. That's it. I've never been. The wall's back up, buddy. Good luck getting over that wall. This wall is indestructible. Trump's calling me, asking me about this wall. And I ain't talking. And I ain't talking. Because fuck him. But I ain't talking.
Yeah, so anyway, if you I don't know if you guys wanted to like say anything else before we wrapped up.
Well, thank you.
Love you two fuckers. I love you.
We love each other. We're in love. Thank you guys so much for watching. Weston in the chat, Valencia, Auburn Payne, Joy Con Thomas, my mom. the Skyrider. We had a whole bunch of people in here tonight. Did I say? Yeah. I'm trying to see everybody. Linda was in here, Linda Maxwell, for a minute. You guys, please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown. For some reason, after Big Brother's over, I think people only create their YouTube account so they can watch us talk about Big Brother, and then they cancel them. So please just subscribe and stay subscribed. You know, I'm trying to do this as a professional. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice, but it's not a big deal.
Alison's got to eat.
I gotta eat, man. I'm a little underweight. I gotta eat. My face is so skinny, it's making my nose look huge.
90 pounds soaking wet, girls.
I mean, it's got issues with this. But please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube, and please like the My Weekly Meltdown page on Facebook. Follow my cat, Finley's _Insty, and please follow me on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. You can also follow me on Twitter at Summers1977, and that's SOMMERS 1977. You can find Deborah on Twitter at My Next Life Debbie, and that's DEBI because she just wants to be different.
And on TV Party app.
What are you on TV Party app under?
Deborah G.
Deborah G, and that's DEBORAH. None of that Deborah crap. DEBRA, please. That's like people who spell their name Alison with one L and an I. No, it's two L's. It's not. And then this guy, Tyler Lyons, he's at TLIONZZS.
It's not an I, it's a Y. We've been through this for like a year now.
You know she does it on purpose.
TLYONZZ.
Yes, please.
Where else can we find you, Tyler?
Scratch Studios NY. That is my Instagram account for my photography business, which is now officially launched.
And he is an amazing photographer. I can't say much about his selfies though.
I stay behind the camera for a reason.
I was just stalking your website tonight, and amazing.
Oh, thank you, Deb.
I need you to shoot my headshots when we meet in
Alison's
person.
never looked at our website or my website.
Oh my God! I was the first person who paid you a compliment. I said I love your headshot.
I'm kidding. I love you. You're my favorite.
I'm just
especially
you know the abuse.
Especially after Deb doesn't vote for me. You are my favorite.
Yeah, now he wants to come on the trips.
Mm-hmm.
The tampon trips.
Wait, what?
What does tampons have to do with the trip?
It's the girls. We go on the tampon trips, and we live in the maxi pad. Haven't you ever seen what is that movie from 1994 with Ethan Hawke in it and Winona Ryder and Janine Garofalo? Shit. Fuck, what's it called?
If only there was a thing that you could search.
You know what? I hate you. Hold on. No, you shush, because Alison's looking it up right now. It's it's a 90s Generation X movie. And hold on.
I already have it up. I'm just waiting for you to see how long
you are an awful human being. I hope you get scabies or something horrible.
Did you wish scabies on him?
Yeah.
I heard you've been doing the dance wrong all summer.
Oh my gosh, Brett on Instagram.
Reality Bites. Reality Bites. Janine Garofalo, who's one of my favorite comedians, love her, talks about how the girls live in the maxi pad. She goes, "Welcome to the maxi pad." Anyway, love it.
Maxi pad.
I just lost everyone. Okay. That's it.
At least you know. All right. We will see you guys next week for the 4th episode of Survivor. Yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about with the swap and everything like that. Check out Survivor Australia. That just ended yesterday.
Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead.
No, that's it.
Yeah, we got to do an Australian. This is how bad Alison is.
Did you watch
I'm still trying to buffer episode fucking 4.
Oh,
like
Jesus.
I can't get it to buffer for some reason. And then I tried to skip it. I went to episode 5 and it was hanging up. I went to episode 6. I was confused. So I got to figure it out.
How are you confused? I made it very easy.
Did you watch the finale yet?
Alison,
No, but I accidentally got spoiled on it. I didn't want to be spoiled because I wanted to see how it shook out.
Oh, I watched it.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week after Survivor at 9, 8 Central. And yes, I'm still working on my crap show. And it's going to be called The Crap Show because it's all the crap TV that I watch. Like The Challenge and Teen Mom OG. I am obsessed with 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is what happens when you hit 41. Oh, guys, tomorrow's my son's 22nd birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Jay Breezy will be 22. Happy birthday, baby. I love you. Not that he watches this. Did I tell you about the time that when I started my vlog and I'd been doing it for a year and my son goes, Mom, I just started watching American Horror Story. You should totally cover it. I go, hello? I'm on my 2nd year of covering it. Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
I know we're Facebook friends. I know you see, oh, Mom, I hide all your posts.
That's so funny.
Oh, my child hides my Facebook posts.
Oh.
But I knew, I took care of that. I got on his phone when he got his wisdom teeth pulled, and I unhid it. So now he sees my stuff.
Nice.
You can't escape me. Go to bed.
Selfies.
Sleep in fear.
Yeah. Did you fill his whole phone up with selfies?
Listen, I saw some things on his phone with him and his girlfriend that left me scarred for life. Because you hand me your phone, I'm going through it.
Just saying.
And that's on you. All right.
This is great live coverage here.
Good night, everyone.
All right, bye.